What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit and I am back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the top of the map in the blue color, playing as Poseidon. His name is Hagrit. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Oranos. He's from the DoD clan. His name is Shelty. The map is Savannah, and this is the second game in the best of 3 series between Shelty and Hagrit. Shelty managed to come out with the first game, winning in a very nice fashion there, taking an early Mythic Age time, or basically boxing Hagrit into the corner of the map and strangling him by constant fighting, managing to get to that Mythic Age way before Hagrit and then putting the pressure on Hagrit, choosing to go Poseidon again. He is a random god player. He plays pretty much strictly on the extended edition, so he's maybe a little bit less up to date on the meta of 3.0 patch, so maybe not knowing 100% the correct way to play the game, but he's a very strong player on the extended edition, and he has made his own version of fan patch over there, as well as a bunch of other really fun mods. If you are playing the extended edition, definitely check out his Steam Workshop stuff. He's got a really cool game mode called the Dumpster Fire balance patch or something like that, which is a hilarious game mode, very, very fun, but very, very, very broken. But you definitely check that stuff out if you play extended edition. Anyways, back to the game. The map's Savannah. We talked about how this game can sometimes, last game we talked about sometimes this map can give you a very, very defensively orientated map. 2 backtown centers, basically. Very hard for your opponent to get a 4 town center advantage to your 2 town centers on this specific map spot. However, gold mines are always forward. Luckily for Hagrit, actually, he's kind of got a side back one. So this is very, very defendable by grabbing this town center. So if Hagrit has spotted that, which he has, going for a second town center play on this town center would be a very, very good idea. However, Shelty, he's got a very different map. So he's only got 4 gold mines. Nothing is very easily defendable. So this is a map where I feel like Hagrit wants to stay 1 town center and try and get an advantage if he can. That being said, it's very hard to get an advantage against Oranos in the classical age, just because of how strong their army is and how spammable it is. Essentially, it's got the strength of a Greek army with the spammability of an Egyptian army. It's a bit of an overstatement, but you get the idea. It's very difficult to win the classical age against Oranos, especially with Shockwave as well. Anyways, enough about balance. We do see that Hagrit's also going for that same strat. It did work for him. It's not like he played, I'm not sure he played incorrectly. I mean, he definitely made mistakes in that game, but I don't think he played the strategy incorrectly. I think he needed to start producing some not Toxotos early. He lost a lot of units in an early fight, which he shouldn't have. And I'm interested to see if he can adapt and maybe, instead of pumping out a bunch of Toxotos, use the map. He's got a nice spawn of giraffe here, so he can go Hoplite Hippocon without Toxotos, which neutralizes the Terma pretty much. And he might be able to do something very, very nice there. And we do see that he's chucking up that temple. He's almost going to that classical age. He's going to get that Theseus out early. How's the relics? We do see Boots of Kick Everything, which is 10% plus hero speed. Very, very good relic against Oranos, because you can chase those Prometheans down a little bit faster, the Promethean offspring that is. We do see that the Monkey Head is out here. So Monkey Head, not a great relic, but not terrible. I believe the monkeys cost population, so you want to ungarrison this later in the game once you hit full pop. But it's a nice extra 3 military units for the early game, so always grab that one if you spot it. However, we do see that 1 relic has been spotted, and we're not choosing to do that. He's going to go with Ares again. He's sitting at that, I'm not sure, he's sitting at the 4 minutes and 45 seconds, so it's a little bit late than the 4:30 because he gets Theseus out early. So he's looking to harass his opponent. And is there any hunt that is pretty obvious? We do see this location is pretty obvious. This one is also going to be pretty obvious. However, we do see that this over here is an option as well. So we do see that rhino have been spotted as well as giraffe. So I'm interested to see where he does choose to go here. He still does have 2 more zebra on this location here. So Hagrit should basically just chill over on this location and just wait and see where Shelty moves these villagers for. Don't lose your scout. Definitely, no, this isn't worth. Don't even worry about the HP at this point. It's not worth. Send your Theseus over here, try and harass and see what you can do. We do see that Hagrid does have his Theseus over here, and he is moving on to this location in order to deal a little bit of harass over here. As we do see that Prometheus has come through for Shelty. So what's he going to be doing? He's built 1 Promethean, and he's got some aggressive oracles here. He's sending this Promethean over to attempt to kill off this Catastrophic Scout. Definitely would be thinking about doing something else there. We do see that maybe Shelty's going for a fast heroic here. We see a back military barracks. I like this. Shelty has not spotted it yet, and this scout's going to be taking a bunch of damage. This is why you shouldn't have been fighting. The scout's probably going to die when he's trying to search for the buildings. And we do see him moving in here. He's looking to be getting a. Can he cast? Is he going to cast? He's not going to cast it. Okay, so he's sending the Theseus in now to search for the Ares location. He can... Ooh, can he actually do this? Will this may hit both of them. Nope, unfortunately, basically you only managed to pick off the counter barracks, and the military barracks is going to be fine here. We do see that the town center is going up, and we do see that the Promethean offspring are on their way. I like this now. Hagrid's been very smart. He's leaving his Hippolyta right next to this town center to defend against the Promethean offspring. Very good adaptation there. I'm not sure it really did that much in the first place though, so but it is good adaptation. We do see that the Cyclops and Theseus are coming in here. I would really prefer them to be sitting on this hunt line though. You win this fight, and is he going to be doing that? We do see that the grouping, the waypoints over here needs to be over here. That being said though, Shelty's going to have enough for a Valor, and 3 Momilla plus 1 hero or warrior citizen can be totally enough to deal with the Cyclops. That being said, they are moving in here as the Momilla are moving away, looking for something to attack. We do see that villagers are over here. We do see a military academy and an archery range this time. We've already seen stable and military barracks. So this is going to be good. Oh, sorry, military academy, not barracks. We do see that a hero Momilla is trying to get attacked there, and we do. Oh, nice micro there by Shelty, managing to save that Momilla as the Cyclops was in the animation there. That's one of those things about the Cyclops which you just can't. There's no ability to basically outplay your opponent. Your opponent can completely beat you if he picks the unit that the Cyclops is attacking, and he can just run it away. We do see that one of these Momilla, it looks like he's going to be taking his life there as the Cyclops has taken half of his HP, and we're going to see that Hagrit's going to be retreating now. Hagrit's going to be retreating, and how is his army coming along right now? He's sitting at 35 of 50 population to 56 population of Shelty, so Shelty's going to be able to put the pressure on now. He's got the advantage in pop, and we do see that Hagrit is not producing anything at this point in time. He's not producing any military units. Part of the went for this fast second town center, which I actually think is potentially the wrong play now. After watching this game, I think potentially it's not quite good against the 1 town center Oranos play. It's just units, you can't produce your units early enough, and then your opponents can put so much pressure on. However, that being said, if he can get these walls up, this gold mine is completely safe, so he can actually just not fight, which is the option. The reason he lost last game, where he lost so many units early in the game, and essentially if he can not fight his opponent, which is what Shelty wants to do, Shelty wants to force the fights, he can come out quite far ahead. You see that second town center for Shelty is coming up very, very early. He's noticed the second town center for Hagrid's up, so he can go for a fast second town center after he's defended, and then start producing military units again. So he probably would have halted those. But you see that more houses and walls coming up for Hagrid. Playing very, very defensive at this point in the game. I like it. He's got so much hunt in this back of the base, so essentially he needs to time. What he needs to do is he needs to time. We do see a nice garrison there, but he's going to lose this villager, unfortunately. Essentially, what Hagrid needs to do is he needs to time his wood income with his goats expiring so that he can get farms out. He doesn't. I really don't think he should be building any Toxidose this game. Just Hoplite, you've got so much hunt, you've got so much goat, and you've got berries, and there's no need to basically defend yourself because you've got such a defensive base. Just get yourself military academies with stables and everything else, and you're going to be totally fine. Okay, we do see that the Cyclops is moving in now. Going to be attempting to defend against this little push here. Unfortunately for Shelty, he's not going to do any more damage than that. What is up, and it's going to be completely fine. And we do see that a big army is now pushing in. He's going to be trying to push through this military barracks and try and get into that back base of Shelty. We do see that this gold mine is sitting at 1,700 gold, so he's still got quite a bit of time before this becomes an issue. I think picking off the military barracks is probably a better idea than picking off the wooden wall. So if he can pick this off, he can move in and completely destroy what Hagrit has. So Hagrit has to start getting some units out now, otherwise he's not going to be able to defend. Get some villagers over here to repair this. What's happening? Is he? Oh, looks like he might be trying to get to that heroic age without building any units. So this is kind of like one of those funny, fast, heroic off 2 town centers. He's building an armory now, so he is looking to go to that heroic age. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure it's a good idea. We do see that some of those militia are coming in now, so there's finally some units there for Hagrid to play with, and we do see that it looks like Shelty's going to be moving in here. We do see that Valor's getting cast, so he's going to be able to pick up this Cyclops very, very quickly. He's focusing that one down as one of those Prometheans have been picked off. We do see that this is similar to that last game, except this time Hagrid's got no army for Shelty to pick off. So if Hagrid can just survive here, get to that heroic age like he'd like to, he's going to be totally fine. The armory is finally up there for Hagrid, and we are seeing that he's going to be sitting in here on this back location. We see farms are up already for Hagrid. I don't know why he's farming on this location. He should have just taken villagers off this wood, chucked them over here onto the goat, and just saved his food, but saved his wood, sorry. Just because you are building these units, it doesn't mean you have to spend them on the farm. So this is a lot of resources that Hagrid's not gathering from here, and we do see that so many units are everywhere here for Hagrid. Hagrid's going to have to retreat into his town centers. All of these watchtowers are going to die, and then this gold mine is going to get pressurized, and he's not going to be able to gather gold from here again. And again, we talked about this. No gold mine means no way to win the game. And the only other gold mine that potentially Hagrid could get is over here, and Shelty's got line of sight of that gold mine. Very, very nice. He's seeing the entire map, and he's putting so much pressure onto what Hagrid has here. We do see that a bunch of these units are now dying. Hagrid says he's moving into starting to build military units instead of planning. He wanted to go to the heroic age, and he needs to defend, and there's too many units here. We see all of that Shelty units moving in here, going to be picking off all of what Hagrid has here. This gold mine is going down, and this spam of Shelty is too significant. We just see 115 of 130 population. Hagrid decides to tap out, says GG. Oh, I think he adapted enough in the early game. He didn't have to change his plan that much. He decided to go to the heroic age because he thought he had a really safe map, but Shelty just said, you don't. I can just move through your buildings. Your buildings aren't that strong, and I can just move into your resource line and just completely destroy you. That's super unfortunate. Hagrid's such a strong player, but I feel like he just thought... I think he overthought it, and he over-adapted. I would have really enjoyed seeing a... basically the same strategy that Hagrid did, except without the fight, and then he pushes out when he's at 130 of 130 population in order to take out the gold mine of Shelty. I reckon that would have been possibly the right way to play this game, and Shelty could have probably would have been stumped. I don't think he would have been able to defend against it. As we see, the gold mine's expired right now, 10 minutes 35 seconds. I reckon potentially Hagrid would be at that 115 population as well as Shelty right now and be able to win the game. Anyways, looks like Shelty's going on to the next round. Really well played by him. I guess we'll find that one out later. If you guys enjoyed this game, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to see my videos as soon as they come out. My name's Boit, and I'll see you guys next time.